Here is a sample active report I've created which uses buttons to filter the chart. These buttons are not the standard active report buttons. They are buttons which are built with lists and repeater tables. Active report buttons are not customizable for formatting the look and feel. So one option is to create your own custom buttons. In this demo, I am going to demonstrate how to build custom buttons. So let's open a blank report, and I've added some tables and blocks for structuring. So let us now pull a list into my first table cell. We will drag a measure into this which will restrict it to a single cell, and let's drag a block into the second column. Let's select this list and we will hide the column titles. Let's select this list column of quantity and make it hidden. Now within the block we're going to add one text item and call it all product lines. Now let's select this block and we'll set the size as 170/30. We will center align it and set the border. Let's select this text box, make it bold, set the font as 9 point. We'll set the height and the margin. Right, so the list box is done. Now let's drag in a repeater table into our second table cell. Right, here we're going to drag a block. Let's select this repeater table and we will say across 1 and down is 5. And within this block we will drag product line. Right, let's select this block and we'll give the size we will center align it and again specify the border. Right, so we're done with the repeater table. Now let's go to active report variables tab and let's create a new variable. Here it's already created, so let's just drag this variable into my block. Oops, I can't drag it there. So let's come back here and drag the variable text item to my block here. Right, we will give a bottom padding. Bold. Right, now let's drag a data deck under this block. We're going to give the size of this deck right. Now within this data deck we are also going to specify the default card as yes, and let's point this to the same query as your repeater table query, so that we don't fire too many queries to the database. So now let's drag in a line chart into the data deck. Right, let's select a line chart. Let's select this same line chart into the normal card as well. And we're going to set the size of these charts, and we're going to point both these charts to the same query as that of the repeater table. Right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to drag product line from query 2 into the data deck. And for the charts, we're going to drag revenue to series and year to categories. We'll do the same in the default card as well. Oops. I don't want a new data item coming in, so I'm going to pull the same one. Right, I'm going to select this chart and remove these grid lines. And I'm going to make the size of both these charts the same. Right, and now we're going to create for the chart master detail relationship. It is the same query in both. So now we'll click the interactive behavior in the list, and we're going to set the value of the variable to all product lines. And say OK. We will again, here in the repeater table, we're going to create a new connection. We will use an existing variable, which is the one we've already defined, and our target control is our data deck, and both of them are connected to the product line, and we say connect. Right, that's it, we're done. And we just need to set one final thing, is we're going to set the default value of this variable. And I set it as all product lines. And now we're ready to run the report. Right, the report's loaded. As you can see, these are our custom buttons. The first one is from a list box. The remaining are from the repeater table. So depending on what I click, right, the chart gets filtered. So this is how we can make custom buttons using list box and repeater tables. Thank you.